Hi, I'm Tom Hendrickson from the DevOps Online Summit. Today we have with us, I am joined by Daniel O, Ansible expert and author. Daniel, introduce yourself to the people here at the DevOps Online Summit.
Sure. Thanks for having me once again, Tom. Yeah, my name is Daniel O. I'm working for Red Hat as a technical marketing major. I spend a lot of time to evangelize a lot of people, including developer and DevOps engineer, even sometimes the C-level, the decision maker, how to build cloud-native infrastructure in the platform, and how to automate your the boring, not typical daily work, like using automation tool and the cloud-native tool, something like that. So I'm really thankful to join this great interview. And then I'm also a CNCF ambassador, one of my duty, which means I love to share my experience around this cloud-native technology for many people.
Very good, very good. Yeah, there's a lot there, but today we want to focus in on Ansible. So to just kind of level set everyone, what is Ansible and what kind of problem does it solve, Daniel?
Yeah, that's a really good question for the beginning. So here's the thing, every business is a digital business. No one disagrees with that, right? And technology in your innovation is a core engine, and the delivering your application faster helps you win. So historically, that required a lot of manual effort and complicated coordination continuously and repeatedly. So no one likes a repetitive and complex task. So with the Ansible, IT administration or a DevOps engineer, even an individual developer can begin automating away the drudgery from their daily task. And automation frees the admins up to focus on efforts that help deliver more value to the business by speeding time to application delivery and building on culture of success. In the end, the Ansible also gives the teams the one thing they can never get enough time for overriding smart people like you and focus on more smart things. So Ansible also is a radical simple IT automation engine, which automates cloud provisioning, configuration management, and application deployment, but also provide infra service orchestration and many other IT requires. It's easy to run and self-documenting, and it doesn't require any graduation level computer science degree to read it. So as a result, and in the end, automation shouldn't be more complex than task is replacing with Ansible.
Yeah, it's so important to automate these tasks because they're, like you said, there's so many out there and we need to kind of divide and conquer. So to come back to this, with Ansible, Daniel, what are some of the benefits and the use cases to use Ansible?
Yeah, I want to say there are two big different perspective, benefit when individual team and enterprise can gain when they adopt Ansible with automation. So first of all, so the team can have the benefit and trace. For example, they can save time and be more productive with their work because the normal repetitive work manually and they can eliminate the repetitive task and the fewer human error. Sometimes like you got a newbie on your organization and they made a mistake, not intentionally, but after such a great, nice CI/CD pipeline, yeah, allows him to change the code and deploy to production in 2 minutes. And what happened? Time bomb. But without Ansible or automation, maybe it can be happen all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even not is in intentional way. So, and the last thing is for team impact and the benefit is in the end, they can improve collaboration and job certification because no more human error and no more spend a lot of time to repeat manual thing. So everybody happy and certification increase. And then in other ways, the enterprise also have the benefit with the automation with the Ansible. The first of all, they can overcome complexity. You can put together all complex tasks into simple with the Ansible human readable task file, and then you can have more resources to focus on for innovation rather than boring and not, trivial things.
Mhm.
And then in the end, the enterprise can increase accountability and compliance as well for security matters, because security is always a very sensitive task in the organization. So people, developer, even IT administrators say, oh, security guy is our common enemy. But that's not true, actually. We are all same team, same page, right? So with the automation, take care of that security matter from the people, which means you gotta have more accountability and compliance in the end. And then let's talk a little bit about use case when you adopt automation with Ansible. There are huge in a lot of use cases, but I want to say just major 4 use cases here. The first of all, application deployment, and then computation management, and workflow orchestration. And the last thing is you can orchestrate application lifecycle. Maybe you could think about like a CI/CD pipeline or DevOps platform like a Kubernetes or something like that. But most important thing is you don't need to learn any specific skill. Just like you just writing like a blog post, but just a small syntax like a YAML file format, and then it will be working just like that. So this is a 4 use case with the Ansible. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot there, and I really appreciate you sharing that with us. So at a high level, Daniel, how does Ansible work?
Yeah, Ansible works by connecting to your nodes and pushing out a small program. We can call that Ansible module to them. These programs are written to be resource models for desired state of the system. And then Ansible executed this module over secure shell protocol, also known as SSH protocol, and remove them when finished. So your library of a module can reside on any machine. For example, your physical server or virtual machine or some instance in Amazon or small IoT devices like a firmware. You can deploy any devices without any agent, which means you don't need to install any program ahead of time. Once you execute that small program called a module, and that will be removed automatically. And then this is how Ansible works.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. It's an important thing to everyone know that. And I think, as you mentioned, it's nice that you don't have to install something really to get running. So very good. So how can we learn more about Ansible, Daniel?
Yeah, that's actually the question I gotta ask a lot of time for automation topic when I talk about that in conference and developer meetups. So there's a lot of material and asset or some kind of running course on the internet. So I'm going to just bring some of them up here. So first of all, there are Ansible Trial subscription. It's a self-supported 60-day subscription for Ansible automation platform on top of Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So if you are just a developer and or a system admin and you just want to go through Ansible just for fun, you can do that. Just download from Git repository in any website. But sometimes you need to try to trial like a proof of concept with your actual environment. And then I really suggest this trial subscription because it's a little bit more enterprise already features and modules. Mm-hmm. And then there are visualized Ansible product called the Ansible Tower, showcase visualized dashboard, and then you can design the workflow and the work item like a drag and drop, and then you can store every single detail of the logs and etc. It's a more dashboard style for a DevOps engineer, and there are also free trial. You can do that. I'm going to share where you can find the trial version in the link URL after the call, mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure Tom will share the links as well.
Yep.
And then there are also getting started documentation, how to install Ansible and how to create your basic inventory, where is my machine and what is specific configuration. and how to connect the remote machine and run the playbook. It's pretty simple. Maybe you just need to 1.5 hours to go through that, and to Ansible Tower or Ansible free subscription. And then there are YouTube channel, actually, the official Ansible YouTube channel maintained by Red Hat. So just go to youtube.com and just try to search Ansible automation, and you can subscribe there. Feel free to run anything. And then there are also my personal YouTube channel, bit.ly URL, bit.ly/DanielOTV. I just post a lot of technical video and even non-technical tutorial and tips around automation, cloud native, and also Kubernetes DevOps, a lot of topics in there. Just feel free to subscribe to that and ask anything I can address your question. I'm more than happy to do that. And then one more thing, and I recently published the book around, the book title is a Practical Ansible 2. It's not second edition, but why I put the 2 in the title is focused on Ansible version 2. So it's based on the Ansible 2.9 version. And then it's from fundamental knowledge, how to install, how to create your infrastructure and manage the configuration. And also there are advanced chapters like Ansible deployment for your cloud environment, like Google, Amazon, and Kubernetes, and also how to use the Ansible Tower. So you can buy it from Amazon, and also Pack, that which is a publisher. I'm gonna more than happy to share the link as well. So that's it. That's all you can use for free, except for my book. But if you really want to read my book, just let me know. Maybe I can maybe share like a reviewer publication. I mean, just ebook, not paper book, for some limited person.
Awesome. Awesome. That's a lot of good information there, Daniel. I really appreciate that. And I just want to say, I've been to your YouTube channel. You have a lot of good stuff out there. So I think that's a great resource for people. So you've shared a lot. Any closing thoughts, Daniel?
Yeah. There's one thing I want to share. First of all, I want to really appreciate to give me a chance to bring this up as a topic in my book, as well as my YouTube channel as well. So here's the thing. The automation is not just changing individual engineers' daily life, but also changing your entire organization. So automation requires investment in time, technology, and people. So make the most of your investment with the enterprise automation platform, which delivers agility and flexibility no matter where you are on your automation journey. So first of all, solve your problem once and scale automation with the control and insight. Collaborate across team and manage policy enforcement and governance. In the end, bring the power of automation to your whole organization. This is the beauty of automation, from your individual to your entire organization. And Ansible bring this automation capability to your entire organization with a trace and benefit. As an example, Ansible provides human readable automation, which means no need for special coding skill. And then all tasks in Ansible executed in order. And then using agent-less architecture, so no agents to be installed, updated, you patch, no more concern and worry about high resource consuming your firmware. And finally, you will get productive quickly than any other your competitor. So that's all I want to share at this moment about the automation and Ansible for your next generation automation architecture.
Thanks for coming on, Daniel. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks again, and have a good rest of the day, and enjoy the automation journey.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. On behalf of Daniel, I am Tom Hendrickson for the DevOps Online Summit.